Life is full of unexpected surprises and outcomes, both good and bad. Sometimes these surprises can be challenging and even traumatic. I've had episodes in the past where I talk about how every time you walk into the dispatch room that you have to expect the unexpected. I've even had an episode where I entitled it just that, Expect the Unexpected. Nothing has changed since then. It's still the same way every single day I walk into work. You really never know what you're going to get. If anything has changed, it's gotten even more unpredictable and more wild. Just today at work, I talked to someone who believed his car was stolen but was towed because he was parked in front of a fire hydrant. Then immediately after, a fight involving at least 4 people inside of a grocery store where they all became armed with wine bottles. And then later, worked a call on the radio where a person who was having a mental health crisis started swinging a metal pipe around, saying that her son was dead and she was prepared to re-kill his spirit once it comes back. This and a whole lot more, and it was just a regular, ordinary weekday. The bottom line is that life in general is unpredictable. This certainly includes 911 dispatching. If you learn to expect the unexpected, you'll be better prepared to handle whatever comes your way. And that's what we have to do every single time we put on the headset. This episode is going to be covering a variety of calls that I'm 100% sure that none of the dispatchers were expecting to get when they walked into work that day. Be prepared for a wide range of emotions on this one. You'll experience that for sure. Welcome back to Music City 911.
Emergency.
Excuse me, somebody just threw acid on my mom. Yeah, she just pulled out of the car. She just got home from work and somebody threw acid on her.
Okay, what is the address?
Sean, I don't even know my address. We live off this certain
Give me the address. You got to ask somebody for the address there. I'll get them.
What is it, Mom? Give me the address. Mom, I don't. 1327 East Fall Vista Drive. South Fall Vista Drive. Apartment 1091.
Okay, I'm going to get the paramedics started. Just a moment. Hang on. Just stay on the phone with me. Okay. So that's 1327 South Fall Vista Drive in Mesa. 1091 comes up in the middle of the street. Okay, but what's the name of the apartment complex?
Vista Grove.
Okay, just a moment. Let me get them started. Hold on just a second. To ask her again, 1327 South Val Vista Drive in Mesa?
Yes, Mesa, Arizona.
It came up in the middle of the street. Ask her the number of the address again.
Mom, the number of the address again. 1320 South Val Vista Drive.
Okay, 1320 South Val Vista Drive.
Apartment 1091.
Just a moment.
What do I do? She has acid on her body.
Just wait for the paramedics. Hang on one second. I do have the address now.
She's in the shower right now.
No, don't tell her not to go in the shower until we get the information.
She said not to go in the shower until you get the paramedics.
Okay.
She's already in the shower.
Tell them not to have her in the shower. Okay.
Not to have you in the shower. Ariel, come here.
Okay, I do have a call entered for the paramedics. Now I have to try and find out. How old is your mother?
She is 41.
Okay, hang on one second.
Mom, who threw acid on you? Some woman.
Okay, so your mother is conscious, alert, and breathing right now, correct?
Yes, she's
Does
screaming.
she know who the person is that threw
Mom,
the acid?
you know who the person is that threw acid on you? My mom does not know who she is.
Okay, hang on one second.
Was she in the apartment complex, Mom? Yes, she's here. Some lady in the apartment complex.
Okay, is your mother still in the shower?
No, she just got out of the shower.
Okay, all right, hang on. I tell her I do have police and paramedics on the way. Okay.
Does she need to dry off?
I have to. I am not medically trained on getting them to you, okay? But I need you to give me some more information. Hang on one second.
Well, it looked like water. She threw it up and it was. Do I need to describe you what the lady looked like?
Yes, I need to find out if she's black, white, Hispanic woman. Okay.
Hispanic woman with her hair in a bun. About how old? Like in her 30s or 40s? 30s or 40s.
Okay, 30 to 40. What color shirt was she wearing?
What color shirt? Black shirt, black shirt, black jogging sweatpants that look like capris.
Okay, hang on one second.
Did she get it in the car? She got it in her car too.
She threw it while your mother was in the car?
Yeah, she just pulled up from work. My mom was screaming outside the apartment.
Okay, hang on.
Her car door was open and everything.
Let me just put this all in here. Does she know what direction the woman went?
What direction did she go? She ran south. She ran north.
Hang on one second. Hang on just a second, okay? They are on the way. I'm going to keep you on the phone and let me know how your mother is doing, okay? I'm trying to see if there's any information I can get. Now, she's got burns.
Have you seen her neck? Never mind, I'm sorry.
Okay. What area is she burned on there? Ask me questions.
She burned all over her body. Like,
okay.
Her face. Like, it's on her face. I can already see her skin, like, lighter and darker.
Face and body?
Mom! Where? Face and body? Face and body.
Okay, now is the suspect, what direction did she go, on foot or in a vehicle?
Did she go on foot or a vehicle? On foot.
Hang on one second. And northbound, possibly?
What?
Possibly last seen going northbound. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Okay, don't try not to touch it at all, okay?
Okay.
All right, and you can flush it with water. Now, how she was in the shower?
She can flush it with water?
Yes, tell her she can.
You can flush it with water. She said try not to touch it. Flush it with water.
All right, she's trying to shower it off. Just cool water, not hot, not cold, just cool, okay? And I do have them on the way.
Not cold, not hot, just like cool water.
And what is your mother's name? They're asking her name.
Terry.
Terry?
Terry. Derri.
Okay, what's your name?
Jasmine.
Okay, hang on one second. Okay, Jasmine, and your phone number there. I see it, 480-703-0039.
Yes.
Okay, hang on one second. Hang on, they may try and call you, okay?
Okay.
Hang on one second, they're asking some questions about the suspect.
Did you... You found her?
Oh, well, they go checking out from everywhere.
Found who?
Oh, what?
Sean, my friend, just said he has heard that she's a white lady with all black on.
Okay, well, that's what you did say. Oh, you said Hispanic female, but you think... Hang on one second. Do you know where... Does he know where she is?
Like Jasmine, and she had a black shirt and black sweatpants.
Black shirt, black sweatpants.
You did put that in there. Now, did he see where she is? Now, can you answer, Jasmine? Did he say that he saw where she is now?
People have seen her in the apartment complex. He's looking for her right now.
Who's looking for her?
My friend Sean.
Okay, hang on one second.
So
she may still be in the apartment complex?
Huh?
She may still be in the apartment complex?
Probably. Yeah, probably. People have seen her.
Okay. Okay, hang on. I'm just trying to see if I can get any other information for them. The officers are all there and the fire department. You let me know when they find you.
Okay.
And I do have them coming to apartment 1091. How is your mother doing?
Acid attacks are a form of violence in which corrosive liquid or acid is thrown or sprayed on the victim. The attacks can cause severe injuries, including disfigurement, blindness, and even death. Acid attacks are most common in South Asia, but they also occur in other parts of the world, including Africa, the Middle East, Europe, and have happened here in America as well, as we just heard in this call. The motives for acid attacks vary, but they're often motivated by gender-based violence, such as revenge for rejecting a marriage proposal or for refusing to have sex. The effects of acid attacks can be devastating. Victims often suffer from physical and emotional trauma, and they may be permanently disfigured. They may also experience social isolation and discrimination. The majority of acid attacks are committed against women and girls. They're often used as a form of punishment or revenge. The injuries caused by acid attacks can be severe and may require extensive surgery and rehabilitation. In this incident, on September 3rd of 2010, 41-year-old Derry Velarde was coming home from work in Mesa, Arizona, and after pulling into her parking lot at her apartment complex, a woman holding a cup walked up to her while she was still seated in her car and threw liquid onto her face. At first, she thought it was water. Then her skin started burning. It wasn't at all water. It was sulfuric acid. She rushed inside the apartment and immediately jumped in the shower and tried to wash it all off. Hearing what had happened, her 18-year-old daughter called 911. Paramedics rushed her to a local hospital, Maricopa County Medical Center, where she was found to have second-degree burns on her face, neck, arms, chest, and back. She was treated for 6 days before she was released. Police responded to the scene of the crime and started looking around for any sort of evidence. Anything that could help to try and find this attacker, who obviously had no regard for the victim at all. After looking around, the cup used in the attack was found. They analyzed the remnants of the fluid inside and confirmed that it was sulfuric acid. They also managed to lift fingerprints from the cup, but those prints didn't match anything they had in their database. A police sketch artist was called to try and get an idea of what the suspect looked like, which was described as a Hispanic female in the 30 to 40-year-old range with black shoulder-length hair, about 5'6", and weighing around 140 pounds, wearing a black tank top and black sweatpants with a white stripe. Investigations followed and looked into her domestic relations. After splitting from her husband of 21 years, she had re-entered the dating scene and had a boyfriend for a few months at that point, and said that she had received some odd text messages that she called intimidating days before the attack, but nothing she felt was a physical threat before the attack. All those potential leads turned up empty, and to this day, the suspect hasn't been identified. Paramedics and doctors have said that the victim's quick thinking and washing off the acid saved her from more serious injury. Though most of her injuries have healed very nicely, several of her scars remain, and she'll have to deal with the physical and emotional trauma likely for the rest of her life. This next call, it's also shocking, but completely in a different way. Be advised that this one is a bit difficult to hear because the audio quality is pretty bad and the accent of the caller is extremely hard to understand.
No. Hello?
What's your address? I can barely
Boulevard. Okay, what's going on there? Caller on the line. Go ahead, sir.
Hello.
Sir, you're at Burger King?
Yeah, I'm in the Burger King, Northfield Blvd.
1521 West Boynton Beach Boulevard?
Yeah, I don't have the address.
What's going on there?
I'm coming here to buy something. I place an order. When I get there, I'm in the window. I tell the lady I want the lemonade, fresh lemonade. She say, we don't have a lemonade. I say, why you didn't say that to me before?
Okay, now, are you in, sir, listen to me. Are you in the drive-in or are you inside the store?
I'm in the driving.
All right, are you blocking the customer?
No, I'm going. She says she's going to make me stay here for 15 minutes. That's what she says. Okay, before she gives me the food.
Okay, if the food's not done, sir, the food's not done.
The food is done. The food is done. She says she's going to make me stay here for 15 minutes because I'm talking too much with her. That's what she says. I come from work. I'm hungry. I come to here to buy something. She says she's going to make me stay.
What's your name?
Jean Fortune.
Jean Fortune?
Yes.
Okay, what's your phone number?
Area code
56157. What kind of car are you in?
I'm in a black Montero.
Okay. If they want you to move from the window, I need you to move from the window. Okay? The police will come. You cannot dial 911 because you're unhappy with your burger, okay? Do you understand that?
What about the 45 mood? What about the...
If it takes 15 minutes to cook, it takes 15 minutes to cook, okay? You don't need to call 911.
The food is ready. See, the food is ready. She put it in the window. She says she's going to make me stay here because I'm a bad guy. She's going to make me stay here for 15 minutes. The food is ready already.
Are you going to move your car out of the drive-through, sir, and wait? Wait in the parking lot.
But she says she's going to make me stay here. That's what she says.
Okay. Have you given them any money?
Huh?
Have you given them any money?
No.
No? Have they given you any food?
No.
No? Okay, then you can drive away, sir.
No, I move the car.
Okay, move the car then.
If I'm hungry, why she says she's not going to give me the food?
Sir, come on.
Before 15 minutes.
Come on. I know you don't seriously think that the police need to make Burger King give you food faster. I cannot believe that.
Oh, sweetie. The lady, she's washing people. That's the way she is.
Okay, sir. Well, the police are going to come, so just wait in the parking lot. You can't block their drive-through, though, okay? Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you driving away? Jean? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, have you moved out of the drive-through?
Yeah, I moved the car. But
very good. Are you waiting in the parking lot? Yes or no, sir? Are you still in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Do you want the police to come and talk to you?
But, I don't like the way she's acting with the customers. I'm a customer. I'm coming here to buy something, to buy some food. If she has some problem wrong, when she's coming here, she's supposed to be nice with people.
Okay, I understand that, but that's not a police matter, sir.
And then...
Customer service is not a reason to call 911. 911 is if you're dying. Do you understand that? Okay? Don't call 911 because you're unhappy with somebody's customer service. I understand that you don't think she should be rude to you, but you can't call 911 for that.
No, I don't want to.
Okay? Do you understand that?
I understand.
Okay. All right. So don't do that anymore, okay? Because it's only for people that have a life or death emergency.
Okay.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. What? I'm coming here to buy some food. Yeah. I get the window and she's asking me what I need. I say, I need number 7 plus lemonade. She say, okay. When I get the window, she say, we don't have lemonade. I need Coke. I have Coke. I say, I don't need Coke. Give me the lemonade. Why you didn't say that to me before? You're supposed to tell me you don't have lemonade, okay?
I know that was difficult to hear because the audio quality was pretty terrible. If you haven't picked up on what happened, I'll try and piece it all together for you. 66-year-old John Fortune was waiting at the drive-thru of the Burger King at 1521 West Boynton Beach Boulevard in Boynton Beach, Florida at 12:10 a.m. on February 7th of 2009. He had ordered a number 7 combo, which was chicken fries, french fries, and a drink for $4.49. He asked for his drink to be lemonade, and the employee, Marie Leon, told him they no longer carried lemonade. On top of this, the order was taking too long. John got into an argument with the employee, and he began to raise his voice and cause a disturbance, and then refused to move from the drive-thru line. He then threatened to call the police. The employee was right on top of things and said, "Go ahead." Police arrived at the scene, and after talking with both the customer and employee, arrested the customer for misuse of the 911 system. He had no active warrants and was issued a notice to appear. Even though this offense for this citation for arrest was listed as misuse of the 911 system, I think it should have been listed as idiotic use of the 911 system. Even though it was a pretty stupid call overall, I'd still rather have a call like this any day of the week over what I'm going to play next. Major warning up front. This call is extremely hard to listen to and involves a child.
Tiger County 911, where is your emergency? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, what's going on there? Can you hear me? Okay.
My baby has been shot.
Hold on.
I don't know what to
Hello? Can you go away so I can hear you? Can you answer me, please?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
What's the address?
I can't.
What's the address?
I can't breathe right now.
What's the address?
She did it my arm.
What's the address?
She did it my arm.
I need the address dead.
The baby.
Okay, what happened?
The gun accidentally went off and it shot the baby.
The what? What went off? The gun?
Yes.
Okay, a gun went off and shot the baby? How old is the baby?
The baby is 1 year old.
Okay. Now, is the baby breathing? I know you're upset, but try to answer my questions the best you can. Is the baby breathing? Okay, walk away from the screaming person, please. I understand that everybody's upset. I get it, but I need some questions answered. I've already got units on the way. Already got them on the way. Okay? So is the baby breathing? Is the baby breathing?
She's dead.
So she's not breathing. Where was she shot at? Where was her injury?
I think in the head.
Okay. And the gun, did it accidentally go off? What happened?
Yes, it accidentally went off.
Okay, who had the gun?
My homeboy.
And where is he at? Is he okay?
The baby's breathing. The baby's breathing. She's conscious. She's breathing.
Is she alert and conscious?
Jalea, baby. Jalea. Come on, baby. It's okay.
Just keep talking to her.
It's okay, baby.
Are her eyes open?
Wake up,
Is she
baby.
looking at you?
Mel?
Are her eyes open? Is she looking at you?
Yes. Jalea. Jalea, baby.
Is she responding to you at all?
Breathe,
sir?
baby. Breathe, baby. It's okay.
Where's
It's
the
okay,
wound? Is
baby.
it on her
It's
head?
okay. Breathe, baby.
Try to answer
Breathe,
my
baby.
questions, sir, okay?
Breathe, baby. Breathe, baby.
Sir.
It's okay. Breathe. Breathe, baby.
Sir.
Breathe. Breathe, baby. Keep breathing. Be strong for me, baby. Be strong. Be strong to me, baby. Be strong for me, baby. Be strong. It's okay. It's okay.
Where's the gun at?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay,
Sir.
baby.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is the gun at?
Ma'am?
Where is the gun at?
It's in the house.
Nobody
It's okay,
has it?
baby.
Is it laying on the table or somewhere?
It's laying down on the ground right now.
Okay. I don't want anybody to touch that gun, okay? Is the baby still breathing? Sir. 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 What's going on there?
Please breathe, baby. Breathe, baby.
Is the baby
Breathing.
still breathing? I need you to answer my
Yes, ma'am.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
The baby is still breathing.
is still breathing. Okay, is the baby's
Yes, ma'am.
eyes open?
Yes, ma'am. The baby's eyes open.
Okay. Do you have
Yes.
a cloth or something applied to the wound on the baby's
Is the
head?
ambulance on the way? Is the ambulance
Yes,
on the way?
I've already told you that, and I need you to answer my questions the best you can, okay? I know this
Well,
is
you
very
sit here
difficult.
fucking
I
yelling and ain't
understand.
helping me, bro.
I can't hear you. I know. I'm sorry. I need somebody to apply a cloth to the baby's head, to the wound, to stop the bleeding.
Breathe, baby. Breathe, baby. Breathe. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Does somebody have a cloth applied to the baby's head?
Yes, I do.
You do? You have a cloth on the baby's head? Okay. Is the baby still breathing?
Yes, ma'am. She's still breathing.
Okay. All right. Keep talking to her, okay? Keep talking to her. Get
Yes,
her
ma'am.
attention. They're
Breathe,
going to be
baby.
there real soon, okay? I
It's
promise.
okay, baby. Breathe.
They're coming to
It's
you
okay,
as fast as they
I
can.
got you. I got you.
Here, somebody grab the phone, please.
Yes, they're coming to you as fast as they can. They're coming to you as fast as they can. I know this is horrible. I know. I get it. I know. We need to keep talking to that baby and make sure that baby stays breathing, okay? Yep, I'm gonna hang up with you. My deputy's on scene.
Sheriff's deputies were called to the scene of a house on Randwood Lane in Flagler County, Florida, just north of Orlando, after the report of a shooting was called into them on 911 just days ago on September 3rd. Upon arrival, they found an 18-month-old girl, Jalea Allen, shot in the head. Paramedics were given the okay to enter and immediately began working on the baby girl and transported her to nearby hospital Advent Health, Palm Coast. Despite paramedics and doctors at the hospital doing everything they could to help the child, she was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Deputies there at the scene tried figuring out what happened, yet none of the 8 people inside the house at the time were at all cooperative. While there and questioning everyone at the house, deputies found 420 grams, approximately 14.8 pounds of marijuana, and 11 grams of a white powdery substance believed to be either heroin or cocaine. Taking what they could from the limited statements given by the people there inside the house, including Jalea's mother, it's thought that 21-year-old C.J. Nelson Jr. was handling an AR-15 style pistol, and at some point it went off, shooting through a wall and hitting the child in the head. He was arrested for a non-related charge of a probation violation stemming from a prior offense that involved a firearm. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley stated that no one has been charged with a death yet. Due to this possibility of being an accidental death, an arrest won't be immediately made. A Florida statute reads, "When any minor child is accidentally shot by another family member, no arrest shall be made pursuant to this subsection prior to 7 days after the date of the shooting. With respect to any parent or guardian of any deceased minor, the investigating officers shall file all findings and evidence with the state attorney's office with respect to violations of this subsection. The state attorney shall evaluate such evidence and shall take such action as he or she deems appropriate under the circumstances and may file an information against the appropriate parties." Sheriff Staley stated that Nelson is the person of interest in this death, and also that the child did not touch the firearm. Prior to this incident, authorities had been called to the home twice previous in 2023 and an additional 11 times since 2010 for things ranging from welfare checks, attempts to serve warrants, and stolen vehicles. This is a case that will be playing out further, likely in the coming days. I'll certainly be watching for more details and hopefully an arrest. That's going to be it for this episode. We're about 2 weeks away from CrimeCon. All gold and VIP level tickets are sold out, but the base level tickets are still available, and single day passes have just begun to sell too. I'm hoping to see a lot of you there at the convention and out in the audience for my session I have on Saturday. I can promise it will be an entertaining and exciting one. Can't wait to see all of my listeners and my podcast friends down in sunny Orlando. If you've been wanting to send in any fan mail, or if you work for a military, dispatch, or other first responder agency, I'd love to have one of your agency's patches to go on a patch board I've started collecting for. Received my first bit of mail just a couple days ago from the Minnesota State Patrol. Was I excited to see that in my mailbox? You betcha. Send what you have to Music City 911, 1784 West Northfield Boulevard, PMB. That's PMB as in Paul Mary Boy 371, Murfreesboro, Tennessee 37129. I'll have that info in the show notes too, so you can copy it down. Thank you all for tuning in and for your continued support. And until next time, for Music City 911, I'm Brandon, and y'all have a good one.